I have finally experienced markets for myself, and I have to say, I might be hooked. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I have finally experienced markets for myself as a new small business, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. My name is Jordan. I am the founder and creator of Chill Babe Candle Co. And in this video, I am going to walk you through my experience with the market that I attended and how much I made. So for those of you who don't know, I launched my candle business on September 27th of last year, 2022. Since I launched so late in the year, I wasn't really expecting to do any markets. I thought I would just kind of go through this holiday season with my online sales, but I caught wind of a new market opening up in a town near me, and I decided it might be worth a shot. So the market in question was Waverly Market. It was in, or it is in Waverly, Iowa. And it was brand new to the area. Long story short, I found this market online. I followed them on Facebook just to see if they would post a little bit more about themselves in the market. The next day or two, they reached out to me and asked if I would like to be a part of it. I said yes, and then 2 weeks later, it was my first day at the market. So the 2 weeks leading up to the market, obviously, I had a lot of work to do. I didn't have any tablecloths, I didn't have a sign, I didn't have any display items, I had nothing. So the first 2 weeks were spent gathering display items and useful items for a market. If you would like to see a video about my market setup and where I purchased everything, let me know. I will gladly make a video of that. So I launched my candle business on the 27th of September, and my first market was November 19th. So going from launch to market was a lot. I had no idea what I was doing, and yeah. So my first day at the market was quite a slow one. The market itself was a brand new business in the town. No one had really heard of it before, and it had just opened. So traffic was slow. I think my first day, we only had 7 to 10 people come in, mostly, you know, because they were curious, like, what is this? Why are there all these little booths in the storefront? I should explain. So what drew me to this market in particular was the meaning, well, not so much the meaning behind it, but their ultimate goal is that they have this storefront and it was vacant, so they thought, well, why not open it up to local creators and, you know, hopefully keep it as a space where year-round vendors can just come in and sell their items and, yeah, make it a forever market as opposed to just a seasonal one or a temporary one. I really like that idea. I think it's important to support small businesses all year round, not just around the holidays. So that's why I agreed to do it, and I'm glad I did. I'm very glad I did. So the first day, it was very slow. Like I mentioned, the market had only been open maybe one, I think I missed the first weekend, so I went the second weekend and people still didn't really know about it. So for the entire day, I think I was there for 8 hours, the entire day, only like 10 to 12 people came in, which was fine for me because I did get quite a few sales and I'm very happy about that. But it did make for a very long day, that's for sure. So the first day of the market, I made 7 sales. Now, it doesn't really seem like a lot because it's not. But when you are starting out, and you haven't even really been open a full month, that that seems like a lot, and it was. So yeah, I made 7 sales, and I did $137.85 in sales. Now, mind you, my table fee or my booth fee was $35. So take $35 out of that plus my cost. I think I walked away with around $60, which again, that's more money than I started out with. So I was incredibly happy with that. When I initially signed up, I thought, you know, I'm just going to try this for a day and see how it goes. And if it goes well, then I'll go back. After that day, I was feeling like, you know, maybe I'll just wait until it's a little more established. However, then I learned that either a week or 2 later, the whole town was having some sort of big event, and there were going to be thousands of people in the area. So I thought, you know what? May as well try one more time. And that went better. So the second day I went to the market, there was this big holiday event happening on the street. All the stores were open, and there were, I'm not gonna lie, it was constant traffic and people just lining up. And I want to say there were like 1,000 people. I'm not sure, like, yeah, I don't know for sure, but definitely felt like over 1,000 people. It was just constant. And we were only there, I think we were only open for 4 hours, which makes this number even better because on that day, I got 15 sales. And to me, that was more than double what I made the first time. And I was there for twice as long. So I was feeling pretty good. In sales, I did, sorry if I look over, it's because I have my laptop here. In sales, I did $243.74. And then again, my booth fee was $35. And yeah, I walked away feeling tired, for sure. A little let down because, you know, when there's 1,000 people, 15 sales, it seems like not a lot. But then I have to keep reminding myself that it's twice as many as the first day. And I was there for half the amount of time. So return on investment felt good, you know? And as I was packing up, I was thinking that I was done for the season because I still had sales coming in online. And I just kind of, at that point, I needed a little bit of a breather because setting up and taking down is a lot of work. However, someone did mention to me that they were going to be open the last weekend before Christmas. And yeah, I had to take advantage of that too. So, leading up to my 3rd day at the market. The 3rd day at the market was only a couple of hours, so I thought, you know what, I'm tired, but people need last minute Christmas gifts, and you know, it's an opportunity to get my brand out there, you know? And that day I did 8 sales, which, you know, coming off of a day of 15, 8 is a little lackluster. However, I did make in sales $138.36 minus my $35 booth fee. So, you know, around $100 plus, you know, got to take out my costs, but I still walked away with a good amount of money, and an amount of money that I would not have had I not gone to the market. Yeah, so overall, I had a really good time. Every time I went back, I felt way more comfortable. I seemed to like get my footing because when you're first starting out, you really don't know what to expect. I was using my card reader for the first time, my POS system for the first time. And then by this 3rd time, I was a whiz. I knew how to do it all. But yeah, I found my first, I'm going to lump them all into like my first experience, because it was the same market, and they were all so close together. So I guess like my first market season, holiday market season, was a success to me. I think these are very realistic numbers for someone starting out. Um, and yeah, I'm just very happy with how it went. I do think there were a few things that I did that helped me make those sales. I was the only scented candle person there, so I didn't really have that competition. Um, but I do think my booth stood out. Again, I'll do a video all about the booth because that's a long video in itself. But I liked how my booth looked. It was bright, it was fun, it was different than the other booths that were there. I definitely put my spin on it. I had a really great deal of buy 3 candles, get your 4th for free. I think having such a good deal incentivized people to buy more. Also, I mean, it was the holiday season, so gift giving, candles make amazing presents. So there was that. Also, I did have a card reader. So I bought my card reader from Shopify, just because that's where that's where my shop is hosted. And I just thought it was easier to keep everything together. And on my phone, I had the Shopify POS app. So along with people being able to take or pay cash, I also had credit. So I know a lot of people go to a market thinking that, well, if I have some cash, everyone's going to take cash. But then eventually, people kind of run out of cash. So if you have a card reader, it makes it much easier for people to be like, oh, you know what, what's one sale on what's one purchase with the credit card? So I do think those things worked in my favor. But yeah, I will do a video all about my booth setup, because I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of it. And yeah, my first season of markets was a success. I'm really excited to see what other markets have to offer. I will be going back to this market. If you are in the Waverly area, I will be at Waverly Market for most of February, so come check it out. And yeah, that's all I have to say about my first experience. Long story short, too long didn't read. It was good. I'm very happy, and yeah, that's it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.